Oh, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast. I'm here to present you my NBA morning shoot around for Tuesday, November 5th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all my NBA, NFL, and MLB videos. If you haven't came and checked out our website here at dfscheatsheet.com, you're absolutely missing out. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, daily Fanduel and Draftkings cash lineups. Hey, we're truly a one-stop shop for our DFS needs. So make sure to check out the site here at dfscheatsheet.com. So we got a solo 6-game slate today. There's some good games on this slate, and I think it's going to be a fun one. We got a lot of money out there to be made. So yeah, man, I'm ready to jump in this video real quick. Before we do, though, if you guys don't mind, please take that quick second, click the like button down below. Helps me out. Really appreciate that from you guys. And yeah, let's go. So we'll start at point guard and we'll work our way through each position. It's looking like Trae Young is going to start today. I don't know if he's going to be on a minutes limit or whatnot. That's something that we got to wait to hear about a little bit later in the day. But Trae Young starting the season off hot. 9,200 I think is a it's not a give me price tag, but for what the guy's been doing, I definitely think it's fair. He does have some upside. The problem is, I will say, is the Spurs. They tend to be, more of one of the better defensive teams in the league under Greg Popovich. So it could be a little bit of a tough spot, especially if he's going against DeJounte Murray, who's a pretty good defensive point guard himself. But definitely think that Trae Young is in play today. Kemba Walker going against Cleveland. I think this is a great spot for all the Boston guys. Boston's a little bit injured right now. You got Jaylen Brown's out with the sickness. So it's opening up opportunities for other people. Kemba Walker, 3 straight games of scoring at least 30 points. That's what Kemba Walker does, man. The guy scores the ball, giving you a solid floor, going to play a bunch of minutes. Kemba Walker, I think, is a really good play on today's slate. Malcolm Brogdon coming over from Milwaukee last year. The guy's just been playing out of his mind, lights out. The guy, he's looking really, really good, looking like an all-star through, 6 games. We'll see if he can keep it up. But right now, playing very well, running the point guard very nicely out there in Indiana. So I think that Brogdon is another guy that you could definitely pay up for today. Then we will go. We'll go a little bit towards the mid-tier. A couple guys I'm looking at. Terry Rozier going against Indiana. Rozier, he had a little bit, I'm not even going to say a slow start, but, a couple tough shooting games to start the season out. He's really starting to pick it up. He's a guy that we know fills up the stat sheet. We watched him a lot last year, and the year before when he filled in for Kyrie Irving. Rozier's a baller, 7,400. We need about 36 for him to hit value on this price tag. Definitely think that he could do that today. Then we'll look at Jamal Murray going against Miami. 6,500 is just a really good price tag for him. He's going to get, minutes, 30-plus minutes a game. He's a guy, the thing about him that I don't like, he's a little bit more scoring dependent. But 6,500 is a fair price tag. You just need 32 for value. He's averaging 31 fantasy points on the season. Then just get you a little value. A guy I think that, he's been playing pretty well. A lot of people haven't really been paying attention, but Markelle Fultz, I think that he's a guy you can look. He's GPP plays strictly. Don't get me wrong, strictly GPP. But I think that he's a guy that you can look at, kind of differentiate yourself a little bit. All you need is 22 for value, and I feel that he'll give us 30 fantasy point upside. He's going to have, a breakout game. And like I said, man, this is strictly GPP. I'm not saying, go play Markelle Fultz in cash. I just think he's a guy that he's going to have a breakout game, and I want to be a guy to get him at, real low ownership and, have a chance to take out in a tournament. Moving to shooting guard, there's definitely some guys we can look at. Jimmy Butler, I would say he's in play, but I don't like this price tag going against a good Denver defense. That's what's kind of scaring me in this particular spot. I'm really going to start with DeMar DeRozan going against Atlanta. This is going to be an up and down game. This is a kind of game that DeMar DeRozan can excel in. 7,600, the price tag's down a little bit right now. And it's because, the production necessarily hasn't been the best. But, it's DeMar DeRozan, 7,600, going against a young Atlanta team in an up-tempo game. I think this is a spot that definitely suits DeRozan very well. You got Zach LaVine, and it's going to be another up-tempo game going against the Lakers. This should be a pretty fun game going back and forth. Both teams should be running. He's playing the minutes. He's their best scorer on this team. He's their best player, in my opinion, outside of marketing. But he's marketing a power forward. I like Zach LaVine. He has the ball in his hands a lot, and he's a great play today. Then we will go down. We'll go a little bit more to the mid tier. We mentioned that Jaylen Brown is out. You look for Marcus Smart to get another start. 5,600. I mean, as long as this guy's starting, he's going to play 30-plus minutes. You just put him in your lineup for cash game, then you move on. It's a free spot. Don't overthink it. Marcus Smart, definitely. He's a guy that's a really good cash game player today. We talked about Atlanta. We got to see, just came out that, Zach Collins is going to be, not Zach Collins, John Collins is going to be suspended, with, substance abuse, whatever, 25 games. We got to really see who steps in place and kind of fills those shoes. GPP only, but I think you can, look at Benbury. You can also look at Hoyter. I do like them a little bit more if, Trae Young is going to be a little bit more monitored with his minutes. But yeah, man, that's really where I'm at. I think also another guy I'll just quickly throw out there. I think Jeremy Lamb going against his old team, I think is a pretty good GPP play also. Moving on to small forward, we'll start at the top. You got LeBron. Going against Chicago. I don't really want to pay 11.7 for LeBron. I don't think this is a pay up spot. But he's going to probably go lower owned. That's one thing that I definitely think can happen. And if that's the case, we know LeBron definitely has the upside. Gordon Hayward is a guy that I'll probably really, really start with that small forward. 6,900. He's getting a bunch of run, especially with no Jaylen Brown. He's having to pick it up a little bit. The ball's in his hands a little bit more. I think it's a good price tag. He's going to give you a solid floor. Outside of one game against New York, we kind of dudded. He's been playing well. Gordon Hayward, before he had that injury last year, we knew what he gave us, past couple of years in Utah. He was their best player. So Gordon Hayward, I think, is definitely a really good play today. Then we'll go down a little bit. I'm looking at a guy like Gallinari. They need him to score out there in OKC. He's only averaging 18 points. They need 20 points from this guy. 6,200. You need 31 for value. I think that he could definitely get there in an up-tempo game going against Orlando. Gallinari, he's at buy low opportunity. Pretty good play right here in this spot. We got to wait what's going on with Will Barton. If Will Barton plays, I think he'll be a decent play. If Will Barton's out, it's going to open up some value. So that's something that we got to wait on. Miles Bridges, this young guy, second-year player, he's playing the minutes. He does a little bit of everything. He hasn't, had no crazy games, showing up some monster upside. But I think he does give you a little bit of upside, especially on this price tag. You only need 26 for value. I definitely think he probably gives you at least 35 fantasy point upside, which would be 6x, almost 7x. Another guy, Otto Porter. He's probable today. He's with the ankle injury. I do expect him to play. He's a guy who's going to play right around 30 minutes. He hasn't really had a good game this year. We know Otto Porter's a baller. I've been playing the past couple of years in Washington, and he just he has to get his way, fill his way in with this young Bulls team. He did start the season a little bit more injured. So he's getting healthy. He's probable. 5,200 is a good price tag for him. I think that he's a guy that you can look at. And that's really where I'm at. You can, possibly a Rudy Gay as a cheaper play going against Atlanta. Maybe TJ Warren, but they're not really guys I'm really going to be targeting too much. Power forward, Anthony Davis going against Chicago. I love a big guys going against Chicago. If you're going to ask me, do I want to play LeBron or do I want to play Anthony Davis at the same price tag? Definitely got to go with Anthony Davis. There's value at other spots. And, I don't know if there's really crazy value right here actually there is value at the power forward spot also for your power forward spot number 2. But I just think you got to get Anthony Davis in. The guy's been playing out of his mind. Domantas Sabonis, he's a guy that we got to wait and see what happens. Game time decision with the calf injury. Gonna kind of stay away from that situation for now. Jason Tatum, the price tag's up. I don't really want to pay 8,300 for him. Marcus Aldridge, though, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's a guy, 7,700. I think he's in a good spot going against this Atlanta team. I mean, 2 of the past 3 games, he's had bad games, and he's too good of a player for this. We know he has some definite upside, but, these past couple games have kind of been holding his price down. 7,700 is a good price tag for him. We need 38 for value. He can definitely get there in the up-tempo game. And he's a guy, he's an athlete. He's not like a big dude who can't run. He can run the floor, definitely get a couple easy baskets. A couple more guys that we can look at. I'm going to kind of go down. Nerlens Noel, if he's going to get the start, if let me make sure if Adams is out. So Steven Adams is a game time decision as well. So it's looking like Noel is gonna play. He's probable with ankle injury. If Adams is out and Noel is gonna get the start, then he's a really good play. Even though the price tag is up at 5,600, look at the guy. 2 straight games of at least 33 fantasy points. 4 straight games of at least 22 fantasy points. In this game, the one where he only got 22, he only played 14 minutes. So it's all about minutes with this guy. If the guy's going to play some minutes, he's definitely going to be a really good play. Then I'm going to go Jabari Parker. If Jabari Parker is going to be the guy that's going to step into the starting spot for John Collins while he's suspended, you got to love Jabari Parker, man. The guy's a baller, come off the best game of the season so far, for the Atlanta Hawks. And, like I said, if he's going to start, I'm going to be playing me some Jabari Parker for sure. He's a guy that definitely could get some buckets. Also, Daniel Tice. He's a guy that's been in that starting lineup, and, he's been playing well. 26, 27 minutes, back-to-back games. 4,200, all you need is 21 for value. He's got you 25 in 2 straight games. If he's going to continue to start, he's another guy that you can definitely continue to play. Finishing off with center. There's the thing I'm learning, quickly right now is there's some value and there's some pay up spots at every single position. Here's another spot. If you want, you can go with Jokic going against Miami. It's not this one is not the easiest spot. He's going to be going against Bam, going against Kelly Olynyk. Some decent defenders. But Jokic has triple double upside. The price tag is down right now. Sub 10,000 for Jokic, 9,200. That's a really good price. Gotta like the price tag there. Vucevic, I think Vucevic definitely in play. Coming off one of the best games of the season for him. Where he scored 24 real life points. Vucevic is dependent for me on Adams. If Adams is going to play, it kind of scares me a little bit. Vuce, I definitely will play him. But if Adams is out, then he's going to be going against a little bit undersized Noel. I like Vuce even more. So that's something that I kind of got to wait on. But either way, he's a good play. It's just kind of, do I want to play him in cash or GPP? Depends on Adams for me. Cody Zeller, the guy's been playing very well. Coming off basically the worst game of the season so far, before last game against the Warriors. The guy had, a double-double every single game. Plays a little bit of defense. He's a pretty good passer for a big man. And the minutes have been there. That's the thing that's really standing out to me. So I think you can definitely go back to the Zeller well. He's going to come in low owned, especially coming off, a bad game. 2 guys we could look at on the lower end. This guy's strictly GPP, but if Turner ends up being out and it's going to be Goga Bitadze, then I think that you can look at him if he's going to get the start and play the minutes. If Turner is out, if Turner comes back, obviously this guy's going to be out of play. So we got to wait on that injury news, but he'll be a GPP player that you can definitely look at. And lastly, Alex Len. He is probable today with the rib injury. Alex Len's a guy that with John Collins out, I think that he'll get a couple extra minutes, and I think that he'll benefit. He'll get some extra rebounds. They'll need him. They'll need him in there a little bit more as the big guy presence. And at 4,300 price tag, we know the upside he's given us. Past couple of years, we've been playing him over and over, and he has 40 fantasy point upside. So I think Alex Len is a guy that you can look at as a kind of lower end, center play. So that's really where I'm at with this video. If you want a more in-depth analysis on today's slate, make sure to check out the site, dfscheatsheet.com. And hey, good luck on your guys' contest, all right? Peace out.